Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. You know, Shalom to the hopeful elect out there listening and learning, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth, in the hopes that we may edify and feed the lambs of Yahweh Shai, especially in these last days. And you know, which we definitely are in, you know, the last days. And you know, you get sick and tired of having to get up another day in this wicked ass kingdom. You know, the scriptures clearly says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, you know. And boy, are we being oppressed, you know. But it's okay, because you know, our oppression is about to come to an end, a swift end. Alright, when you read in Isaiah 19, what does it say? That the Lord is going to ride in upon a swift cloud. Isaiah 19 and 1. And that, what's that swift cloud talking about? That swift cloud is talking about that gigantic, you know, so-called UFO that Yahweh Shai is going to ride up on and lead the charge and the assault and invade this place with the armies from heaven following him upon white horses. Now I'm jumping to Revelation 19. You know, and that's something that, you know, we should all kind of think about, you know, not kind of, we should all be thinking about, like, damn near every day, wanting the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom, and wanting, you know, pretty much the surge of Yahweh Shai's kingdom. Alright, and it's coming nearer than when we believed, you know, that now it's high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. See, it's not about getting caught up, you know, in the affairs of this life. You know, the scriptures tell us, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. Okay? Getting all intertwined and bogged down with, you know, things of the flesh, you know? Because, you know, there's nothing but temptations out here that is set up to pretty much trying to take you out of the truth. Alright? But, you know, like the scripture says, it's not possible to deceive the very elect. See, none shall pluck them out of the Lord's hand. That's in John the 10th chapter. Alright? And that's for the elect. You know, the elect are not going to be deceived in these last days. They're not going to be plucked out of the hand of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. They're going to keep on enduring unto the end. Like the scripture says, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So we got to keep on fighting. You know, we got to keep fighting the good fight of faith. You know, hey, I'm gonna quote my man Bernard Hopkins. What did he say in that interview on Fight Hub TV? He goes, "Or get out the way," you know, man up. Or get out the way. It's like, we gotta man up, man. You know, because things are gonna get even worse out here. It ain't gonna get any easier. But it's always darkest what before the dawn, right? As the saying goes. So we gotta go through some shit. Alright, the scriptures speak about Acts 14 and 22. That now it's high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Alright? And you know, Bernard Hopkins, he was talking about, you know, the New World Order, NWO. He was quoting Curtis Mayfield. You know, he was saying certain things. It was like the food don't taste right after COVID, and so on and so forth. And hey, when you had that first wave, you know, people that were lining up to take that stuff in the arm, you know, they started dropping dead. Half their body went limp. All kinds of stuff, clottings and stuff. You know, problems with their, you know, their circulation. All kinds of things was happening, man. Alright, and to top it off, you know, our food is being polluted, the air that we breathe is poisoned. You know? And I was watching some more of the sit down Elder Apostle Kabar did with Elder Bishop Sakaran. A heavy video, alright, and they were talking about like these lesser luminaries and how they put these things in these movies to show you what's coming. And one thing that comes to mind, and I always mention this, is the movie Kinsman, the first one with Samuel Jackson. You know, and how they show you that they've got those, you know, when all hell breaks loose, you know, the elites, they're pretty much going to be living in those bunkers. You know, but you know, the scripture says, though he climb up to heaven, you know, and though he dig into hell, then shall man hand take them, loosely paraphrasing. That's in the book of Amos, you know, and that's what's going to happen. You see, these lesser luminaries, they're just out for themselves. They're saving their own neck. Alright, and Elder Apostle Kabar proceeded to mention about the geezer, the turncoat in Matrix. What was his name? Cypher or Cyrus? One of them, Cyrus or Cypher, and how he was eating that steak, and he goes, "I don't want to know nothing," and he was eating that raw steak, which wasn't even real, and he was like, "I know this isn't real. The Matrix is telling me, you know what I mean? But it's juicy. It's basically that's a loss of the flesh. It's all an illusion, man. You know." You got we're at the stage now where Esau can print out 3D steaks, you know, beyond meat. He can actually, you know, lab grown meats from cancer cells and all kinds of shit. This man is a mad scientist, you know. And when you expose these things, like the scripture says, you know, I have made Esau bare, Jeremiah 49:10, you know, or Psalm 64, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, you know. Esau, you know, works nothing but iniquity, man. And because iniquity is abounding now, you're seeing that the love of many is waxing cold. I just did a video the other day about, you know, thievery at an all-time high. You got these GMO babies running up. I was watching a movie. No, not a movie. Got movies on the brain. But I was watching clips. It was like a silent clip on the news, and it was pure silent. And, you know, pure like 4 or 5 minutes of Jake, you know, these just running up in stores. Whether it's like, you know, running up in stores, you know, inside joke. But they were running up in these stores, and they were just grabbing things off the shelves. They were grabbing, but you see, they're all dressed in black, all these tight tracksuit bottoms, tight hoodies, you know. They got balaclavas on. Some of them ain't even covering their face. They got caught on cameras and shit. But they're running in and taking as much as they can carry, breaking glass windows, you know, jumping over cash points. Running in liquor stores, robbing cigarettes or liquor, whatever. You know, going into auto stores, these car stores, you know, robbing stuff from the car stores, emptying cash registers or slot machines. You know, knocking them over, shaking them about, and they just look like gremlins, man. They look like some real nasty ass, like, creations on the earth. That's what they look like. But you know, to speak about, my people are foolish, you know, they are as children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, you know. So they're wise to do evil. When it comes to do evil, you know, they perfect that, you know. But when it comes to doing righteousness, man, it goes over their head. All right, menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. You got these little fucking hatchlings that are just sliding out of these wombs, creating chaos on the earth, raised by, you know, a single parent household. Okay? I can't deal with him. He's just out of control. That's why you need a fucking man in the house, bitch. You talking about you're independent and you can do it by yourself, and you got these fucking, and even if you did have a man, because a lot of these men are effeminate anyway, you know? And even if you did have a man, he's pandering to the woman. So it's really damn like you got 2 vaginas in the household, you know? And then you got these stupid little gremlins running around, these giant gremlins, giant hood rats running in and out of stores, wrapping things. And you know, that's all by design. And you know, Esau got some, you know, shit going on up, agent provocateurs mixed among these crowds, these little hoodlums, inciting them to do things and so on and so forth, because they want chaos in the streets. Remember, the scripture says in 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. So we got to be privy to what Esau's doing out here. All right. Remember, they want auto ab KO. They want to shut these cities down. So really, like Elder Apostle Tahar was saying in one of his videos, he said, look, Jake's making it bad for themselves. When they running up in these stores and doing all this shit, all this madness, they're just gonna shut these stores down. All right. When the grinding shall cease, right? Ecclesiastes the 12th chapter. When the sound of the grinding is low, the grinders represent your workers. Then you got these robots replacing. I just see Amazon, hundreds of, you know, thousands of workers are being replaced with these robots. You know, they're talking about they're gonna set up drones to start delivering packages. They just drop it in the backyard, you know, or you know, they're just delivering drones are now delivering packages. And we're seeing, where we teach, there's even like robots delivering shit. We see it sometimes even at the camp. We just see a robot just rolling past us at the camp, you know, and delivering shit to people's homes, man. All right, so when these people start losing these jobs, what do you think they're gonna have to? What do you think universal basic income is all about? You know, you're gonna just be relying on the government. You know, you're gonna be getting your your rations or whatever. You know? Especially when they push out that CHIP. The scripture says that no man, be able to buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So listen, man, it's going to get to the point where Esau, he just wants pure, total, complete control. Just like Aaron Russo said, when he was talking to Alex Jones. And then he told him about the chip. And then Alex Jones said total control. And that's exactly what they want, total control. They're going to have these so-called sanctuary cities. They keep pushing out in the media. Sanctuary cities, these safe zones where people are going to be doing good in certain parts, like they show you in Hunger Games or in Time with Justin Timberlake. And you guys are obsessed with the chip. We're obsessed with biblical prophecy. That's exactly what the apostle and the elder was saying in that sit down. We're obsessed. Yes, we're obsessed with the chip. We're obsessed with biblical prophecy, man. Didn't the scripture say in 2 Ezra 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, man. Right? And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So these words are faithful and true. A precept that comes to mind of that is Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall establish that which I please, but it should accomplish that which I please and prosper. Establish that which I please and prosper in the thing whereto I've sent it. I believe that's how it goes. Alright? So the word of the Lord is clearly prospering in these last days. Okay? The vision, which is these prophecies, right? Habakkuk 2 and 3, is for an appointed time. Alright? Though it tarry, wait for it. At the end it shall speak and not lie, right? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. So these prophecies are popping off. Alright? And you see all this madness that's happening out here, the wars, the rumors of wars. You can't tell us that that's not biblical prophecy. Alright? You see, now you got Hezbollah getting involved over there in the Middle East. Okay? Which, you got the Lebanese, they're going crazy. In response to what's happening with that Gaza Strip, which that Gaza Strip was nothing but a concentration camp anyway, and now they're preparing, Israel's preparing for a ground, a ground invasion, now you got all these other, and you see, I think America's just sent over a third warship. America's actually had to shoot missiles out of the sky. Alright, so that tension over there, I think Saudi Arabia, Iran, it's getting hot down in that region. Okay, so what, like Elder Apostle Tahar did that video, World War III is at the door, and I gotta watch the rest of it. It's even at the door, man. But even before World War III pops off, that chip has to be pushed and made mandatory. That's how we know that the chip is just around the corner. So how can we not be obsessed with the chip, being that it's a very pivotal and important part of biblical prophecy, and we gotta know what it is, right, in order to survive. Because taking that mark of the beast, man, you take that, you are going to be destroyed. So we have to push out the chip. That's a part of blowing the alarm. What the fuck we talking about, man? Hey, that's a major part of our having our seat on the chariot, man. Not taking the mark. Okay, that's a major part of biblical prophecy. Alright, so we have to know what it is. And this is why we're stressing the importance of it, like an alarm that's supposed to wake you up so you ain't late for your job. The importance of that alarm is that you wake up so that you're on time, so that you can get paid. Alright, to keep the lights on, to keep the gas flowing through your stove, and so on and so forth. At the moment, right? Because there's going to come a time where, there's going to be blackouts in these cities. Alright? A man shall stand up against another with swords in their hands. You're going to have race riots, factions being formed. People invading one another. Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. The scripture says at that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies. That's in 2 Ezra 6, and 22 on down. So we're coming to a time where all hell is about to break loose, man. Alright, and in response to that, you're gonna see them troops on them streets. Oh, the scriptures speak about that they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, man. Alright, so things are about to get heavy out here. So we gotta, keep our eye on the prize, if you will. Stay focused in these last days, because shit is about to go down, bro. And as that's brewing, hey, Yahushua is about to make his grand entrance, his grand return. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. Alright? So this is the message that we're coming with, man. We're almost out here. We're almost at the end. So we got to keep on fighting. Alright? The signs of the times. Yahushua told the disciples, man, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes, pestilence in diverse places. You see it, bro. Okay? You got Russia and China, you know, Xi Jinping and Putin. They're meeting up in response to what's going on over there in the Middle East. They're having talks about what's happening. And they're allies, bro. Alright? Allies. Hey, Russia is being a guard unto the weaker nations. Hey, the least of the flock has truly drawn them out, which is Israel, the least of the flock. They've drawn these nations out. Now the weak are saying that they are strong. Okay? Iran is warning Israel and saying, look, the response is going to be swift, heavy. You know? So, hey, like I said, Hezbollah getting involved. All of this, man, it's going down, bro. It's going down. Alright? It's going the fuck down. So the weak is saying that they're strong, you know? And they're being gathered together in the valley of Yehoshaphat, which is what? Over there in the Fertile Crescent, man. As they call it, right? That region over there in the so-called Middle East, right? They're gathering for that great war, right? Armageddon, man. Alright? Mountain of the troops. Alright? So this is the Third World War is on the horizon. That means that the chip is even closer. Okay? And that valley of Yehoshaphat, which means the valley of the Lord's judgment, man. This is where he's